You're listening to Hey Pal, What's New with JohnAlex and Greg. Hey Pal, What's New is a product of Sack of Sin Entertainment.
How will you explain that?
On Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Hey Pal, What's New
fuck off!
can be found on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other podcast locations. Or check us out at sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com. Warning, Hey Pal, What's New contains explicit content. JohnAlex and Greg are a pair of vulgar Gen Xers. If you are easily offended, please stop listening and go download a nice tame podcast like the Goop Podcast. You have been warned.
It's getting reactions from somebody that hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's good like that. You know.
Where's your camera? What happened to Gregry? Gregry, where'd you go? Hold
this
on,
is called Greg in the Night.
I'm just gonna put you back on this cam and then come back.
What'd you do?
No, I think. Hold on, let me just look at my fat ass.
It's a great way to start.
God damn it, Eli.
Everybody, hey pal, what's new? Everybody, don't be a. Wait, okay, here we go.
Hold on, it's starting up.
I'm a G. Hey, look, there's a G there. Oh boy, see what happens when we take a day off?
A day?
A week? Why does that look like a dick? Look at it.
It's a thumb.
Yeah, that's what they all say. Oh boy. While Chicky LaRue over here is playing with the camera. Hey everybody, guess what? We're back.
Jesus Christ.
It was going perfectly the whole time we were sitting here shooting the shit for a half hour. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Ah!
Oh, that's why the battery on the camera's dying.
Oh boy, here we go. But hey, now we just got the back of your head.
No, we're good. That's the wide shot on your camera, which...
Oh, wow.
If you look, the battery on your camera is 7%, even though it's plugged in fucking GoPros.
Oh, is it going to be all right? Are we going to be okay?
I'm hoping. Let's just keep an eye on it.
Yeah, whatever. Hey, guess what, everybody? It's Hey Pal, what's new?
Chicken butt.
I'm Greg, and that's JohnAlex over there. And we're back again, everybody. I like that. Why? Let's see.
You know what?
$10, Greg is on the Epstein list. How dare you? It's been a while. It has been a while. We did skip last week, but we're back. Old Jimmy, hey, man, is in. That's always good to see.
Everybody's on that Epstein list.
Yeah, I know. My dad's on the Epstein list, but he's dead. Who cares?
Oh, shit. Your dad drove the Epstein tugboat.
Gregory, I was on the Epstein tugboat.
I'll make you a nice shrimp fettuccine Alfredo.
Harvey Keitel said I make the best coffee in New York City.
Did he? No.
He did say, no, it wasn't Harvey Keitel. It was somebody else. Who the fuck was
Harvey Keitel, show me how you suck it, guys.
That's the last time I'm going to ask you.
I know.
So we're just kind of getting back into it, guys. But yeah, we're happy to be back. We took a week. We took a week because JohnAlex will tell you about that in his what's new. Why don't we just start it that way anyway, man?
I was in Myrtle Beach for a week. I want to go see my mom because I'm off from school this week.
That's right. You guys were off from school.
Oh, that camera's dropping fast. It's already at 6%.
Oh man.
Oh,
what are we gonna do?
It's okay. I'll have to switch cameras to the one behind me.
Yeah, the old school one. Yeah, we'll do that one.
We'll go old school.
Yeah, but so you went to Myrtle Beach?
Yeah, I didn't do anything. Yeah. I watched some TV shows. That's what I did.
You didn't have Dax. You didn't have Dax Shepard with you.
No, I did not.
No, but you went to go see Joanne, which is always a treat, and then you didn't have kids and dogs and cats and chickens and things.
And the funny thing about that is, it's like one of the first times I've been down there because I have this it's like a terminal case of I have to do everything. And I feel like when we're down there, it's like I have to make sure everybody's having a good time and like, are they entertained? Are we going to go places? It's the first time I've been down there. I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hang out here with my glizzy.
Yeah. There you go. Chomp chomp, everybody.
That was it. I went down there. Oh my God, the flight down though, the fucking plane was like,
oh yeah,
and it's windy and everything, and you're feeling like the plane
rocking back and forth and shimmying as it's landing. I'm like, oh,
this is going to be fun. Yeah, because I thought about you on Sunday because the weather was still kind of shitty. And we were like, really windy and stuff. So I was like, man, because we talked the last podcast. We're like, I hope you make it down okay. It's a short flight. It's only like 90 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So you can just kind of white knuckle in it the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, I can't do my old prescription of flying, which was like,
Some
couple Xanax and a Dramamine and some vodka. That usually put me right out. That was the best flight I ever took, man, because I went, talk a little bit about
Back in the days when I was young.
I'm going to have to edit your camera.
when I went to a wedding in London. I'm not one of those that's like afraid of flying, but it's just aggravating and it's kind of anxious, makes me anxious. So I was like, all right, well, we took it was a red eye. Good old red eye.
Red eye.
But we went there, and of course I pop a few Xanny bars, and then I was like, first thing I want to do is, okay, let's go to the bar. It was back in my drinking days, so I was popping down some serious drinks, and then mix that with some Dramamine, and then I get on the plane, and it reminded me of like that Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
When they're like completely, in the drool phase. So I'm like in the plane like this. I'm sitting next to some guy. I have no idea who he is. It's about like a 7-hour flight.
Oh, shit.
At least. And then you're losing that 6 hours. So it's like the jet lag is horrible. So that's why we flew late at night. And I'm I'm sitting in the chair like this. I'm already a couple Xannies and freaking vodka deep, beers and Dramamine. And all of a sudden I just hear, psst, psst. It's my cousin. She's slipping me an airport bottle of vodka.
Oh, shit.
Can't do that. I took it. The plane flew. It flew, apparently.
Okay.
But I passed out, and it was a 7-hour flight. I think we flew off. We took off. I passed out. I woke up. There was 45 minutes left of the flight. I was like, oh my God. And the way I snore, man. Holy crap. They must have been
hating you.
I don't know, man, but they didn't. I just woke and I look at the little plane on the screen and I'm like, wait, we only have 45 minutes left. I'm like, was awesome.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. But, yeah.
I thought you were going to give me one of those. You hear the psst, psst, it's cold out here. It's like, what?
Just a little freaking wiener sticking out between the two seats.
Can I join you in your pod?
Yeah.
I've never flown first class.
Maybe
before I die.
I've flown first class once. Yeah. And it was
that when you went to England for the wedding?
No. That was the Dramamine vodka passed
okay.
out. No, this one was I was traveling for business, and I had clients in San Diego, so on the way there I flew coach, and I was like, but like my boss and the owner, they had so many freaking flyers. They would get first class, and every once in a while they get bumped up. So on the way back, we were taking different ones. He's like, I'll see if I can get you bumped up. So I'm like, whatever, dude. I'm whatever. And then I get they're like, you've been bumped up to first class. I was like, and if you're gonna fly first class, take a
long flight.
A long flight. It was a 6-hour flight. The chair was like a couch chair.
Oh.
I got an actual glass of coffee, like a cup, and it was like, would you like a hot towel? And I'm like, yes, please.
I've seen those ones where it's like you're in like a pod, basically. You've got like your own little pod and fucking, I don't know. My brothers put those pictures.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, like, when I flew first class, I was like, if I could fly like this, I wouldn't care where I flew.
Yeah.
Because it's so much better. You're just like, oh my God. So I did it once. That was it.
Well, I was at the fucking back of the plane, all the way in the back, and I was like, and the kids in front of me, like, there was this family, husband, wife, and 2 kids. They were sitting in front of me, and the little kids looking out the window, and the husband's next to me. So, like, I finally moved over.
Yeah.
So there was a buffer seat between he and I, and his kid's like, oh, look, I got the window. And she's like, she looks out the window, and she looks at me, and I go, wall. And the whole plane, like, everybody near us just started laughing.
So you didn't even get a window? You got a fucking wall?
No.
It's like when you're right next to the bathroom.
From the window to the wall to the sweat drips down my ball.
I had that on a flight back once from Vegas where I did the old we gotta try a wiener heart.
I'm gonna give you one of these right now.
All right, we're gonna try one of these on the
This is why I have the wiener on my thing. Manny went to the store like the day after.
ASMR.
Yeah, Manny went to the store the day after Valentine's Day. It was like, I got candy, and brought these home, and he gave this to me, and I was like, what the fuck, dude? I've never eaten these, like, the Krabby Patty gummies. Hold on, I gotta get mine out.
All right. Hurry up, goddammit. We're having a show here.
We could eat each other's wieners. This is
Dude, if your
show.
wiener looked like this,
Dude,
I'd be very concerned.
Why does it look like it looks like fucking Play-Doh?
It does. It probably tastes like Play-Doh already. Oh, they're fucking hard as a rock. It's not exactly very. Only I can get through the pod, but
it tastes very chemically.
There you go, everybody.
It tastes very chemical. It's so gross.
I'll save it for later. But anyway, yeah. So your week was.
Dude, can I just get under the table? I get this nasty taste in my mouth.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you want some fucking coffee?
Get my wife to bring me down a drink. Honey, bring me a drink.
Bring me down a Dr. Pepper and make it snappy. I'm in a goddamn hurry. So your week was just South Carolina. Did you go to the Trump Superstore?
No, I did not. Kligg's Kites. They got a Kligg's Kites at Broadway, and it's like the Kligg's Kites Trump Superstore.
Oh,
and
man.
they have the fucking. I don't want to say anything because like I don't want to light a fire under Justin's ass, and I don't think he's watching right now.
Oh,
but he was sending me this stuff about the third term Trump shit.
Oh yeah, they
had that shit at the Kligg's Kites store. I didn't want to tell him, but like third term project for Trump 2028.
Look,
it's like how fucking old is he gonna be?
He wants a third term.
Dude,
I want to look like fucking Brad Pitt. It's just not gonna happen.
Can I ask you a legit question?
Sure.
Do you have people on Facebook that you look at and you go, how the fuck do I know this person?
Yeah.
And then,
what are they like the people you should know?
No. It's somebody I'm friends with, and I know there's one person we have in common, and I'm like, I don't even know why I have that person. I can follow the trail. But Kate's like, why haven't you unfriended them? I was like, because they are such a fucking car wreck. I was like,
I've had a few of those,
it's ridiculous. They posted something about something, and then like about Trump, and then we're like, can somebody get me the bullets? And I was like, oh, that's a great way to get yourself a visit from the fucking Secret Service, dipshit.
That's right.
But they post shit like this all the time. And I'm just like, I'm here just for the fucking car crash. That's what I'm waiting for.
I'm sorry, guys. You can bitch all you want on social media. It ain't going to change a damn thing.
Nope.
I'm sorry. But my week, what did I do in the 2 weeks? Sold my house.
You're homeless.
No.
You're living in Dot's basement.
Yeah, sold the old. Yeah, I'm still living in the Chateau Mimi, but our house in New Fairfield, we finally sold it, and happy.
I told you should invest in an auto blow.
I know. I'm just gonna. So I did take that money. I'm not gonna disclose how much it was, but it was
$3.75.
I'm surprised I got anything from that house. But anyway, no, we did, and I decided to open up it. I was like, look, I want to take this money and I want to put it in something that's going to grow and, do stuff with it and then, pay off whatever I have. And then, it'd be nice to have something in the bank, right? So I go, all right. So I go to the credit union and I walk in and I was helped by Ryan. Ryan was a really nice guy. Yeah. But it was very sweet. He saw my nail polish and, he goes, oh, well, because I'm trans. And I went, no. He looked at me like, I was like, come on, dude, it's the elephant in the room, please. I was like, you're cool. I like you. You're doing a good job. Who cares?
Well, yeah.
Who cares if you got a wiener? It was very weird seeing a girl with like sideburns. But, it was Ryan. It wasn't a girl. It was Ryan. So all good for Ryan, man. Thank you for helping me. And he was a cool dude. And that's all squared away, and now I'm just kind of. Violet had the week off, and
What did she do this week?
Just nothing.
Oh, okay, teenager shit.
Yeah, she played a lot of Xbox. The thing that we do now is that I have my Xbox downstairs, and then I gave her my old one, and we just play Red Dead 2 together all day long. And I just send like if I'm gonna play, I just go. Because she's like, how do you get all this money in gold? And I want to get this thing in there, and I want to get this in the Red Dead. I said, just got to grind it out, kid. You got to grind it out. Keep doing those missions. Grind it out.
Get the money.
Whenever I play, I just send her a text. I'm like, I'm grinding it out. She's like, all right, posse up.
Dude, I can't. I tried playing it this week when I got back, and I'm just like, I can't get used to like how slow you go.
What do you mean as far as...
I don't know. It keeps popping out. If you want after this, we can go upstairs. But like, it pops me outside some town, and I'm like trying to get to the town. It's like I'm walking, and I'm like, how do I fucking run to the town, or how do I quickly get into the town?
Don't you have a horse?
I couldn't find my horse, and I look around. I found a horse, and I'm like, he will only just walk, and I'm like, how do I get him to run?
If you press up, it whistles, and then everybody gets the original one is a scrawny nag. It's called, and it's not
but
great.
I already got one.
Yeah, everybody's got a scrawny nag, I guess. No, but yeah, we don't want to get too deep in the woods. But yeah, I can tell you as far as like,
I don't know. I just didn't.
We have fun, man. I just go in there and like. Now I put the dynamite on the bow and arrow and I just shoot people.
I think it's literally just because I'm so like.
Just stopped in to say what's up. The monkey was strange. Watching Under the Bridge.
I fucking enjoyed it.
And I love Sweet Pea, the show. Ew, Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Also, I failed the swipe test.
Oh, shit.
Swipe test fail.
Get
yourself some fucking spray.
You know what it is? I think because I'm always playing Call of Duty, I'm like, bam, 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 bam. I need stuff that's going fast.
Yeah.
Even though I'm sniping. I'm like a fucking hide in a spot and throw some mines down and, I don't know, snipe.
You got to grind, like, you're going to play Red Dead 2. You got to grind it out, man.
I feel like you got to dedicate time to that.
Oh, it's a time suck, man. I was playing right before I came down here. I was just like, I'm like on a mission. I'm like, oh, shit, I got to finish this up. I got to go to the podcast. But yeah, no, there was a lot of that. I mean, Violet just kind of hung out, and we'll get into it in the TV portion of it because Yellow Jackets season 3 is out. We'll talk about that. But my daughter decided to start watching Yellow Jackets, so she's 2 seasons behind. So we had a nice.
I don't have much news, so you want to just only news is fucking Dave Johansen's got cancer.
Yeah, which is he's had it since 2020. He's had it for a long time, and I guess he must have took a spill and got himself in the hospital, and then it kind of came out, and they're doing a benefit for him. Like, not like you could buy a T-shirt kind of benefit stuff, and yeah, I know.
Jimmy needs a leg.
Yeah, poor Jimmy needs a leg.
T-shirt.
Will split decision play? We don't know. But, yeah, it's sad. I mean, the fucking New York Dolls, man, they're just icons. They started all this crap. Yeah, so there really wasn't that much news. I mean, not that I know
there's a lot of news, but I feel like everything that's news to news is political.
I did read somewhere that the Broccoli family lost the rights to Amazon bought the James Bond franchise.
Yes,
which is interesting. They're still gonna be.
I mean, dude, they've done a fucking knockout job with the Lord of the Rings shit.
Yeah, and then was Fallout on there too, and the boys and all that stuff.
Fallout, the boys, give it to them, let them have it.
Yeah. I mean, who knows?
They got Jack Reacher.
Yeah,
which I've been watching. New season.
Yeah.
I mean,
they have Invincible, but I'll full disclosure, I haven't. I watched a little bit of the first new season, and I'm like, fell asleep.
I watched up until like the Bug Kid, and then I was like, I give up.
J.K. Simmons fucked a cockroach or something.
Was that season 2?
Yeah, they're on season 3 now.
Yeah, middle of season 2 is where I gave up, where they took that break in the middle. I was like, all right, I'm done.
The problem with stuff like that too is that it takes so long between seasons that I'm just like, what the fuck happened? I guess I'll watch a recap, and then I'm like, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, fuck it. Let's just go in there. Like, TV.
You want to just do TV? We'll do. How long? We'll do that later.
How long have we been waiting for the new season of Yellow Jackets? It hasn't been that long. Right?
It's been it's been a while. It wasn't like maybe a year.
I'm typing it in now.
Returns. Okay.
Season 2 was
okay. So
2023, May of 2023.
All right. So now it's
a year and a half.
Yeah.
It's what's inappropriate. I mean, look, they're fucking killing this show.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because everybody's like, oh, back, like talking about, like they would always be like, well, these seasons would come out so fast and this and that.
Right.
But these are like mini movies now. Yeah. Like they're spending like, you know, like House of the Dragon and the Lord of the Rings of Power, all that stuff. It's like they're fucking $200 million movies.
Well,
like,
yeah.
They're taking their time with it, which if you're going to take your time with it and come out with a good story, I'm okay with it. But I think it started with the whole Sopranos and Breaking Bad and stuff where they took a long time in between.
Well,
so
yeah.
you're just kind of like,
You want fucking short time between seasons? Go watch fucking Law and Order, okay?
Boom, 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 boom.
Bow!
Yo, he's on the down low. Fucking Ice-T.
No, but seriously, like that is just like pump them out and churn them out and fucking just make them.
Well, you know what happens is that, you know, when they do churn out shit like Marvel, which we'll get into, it's like, it's shit. So take your time. You know, I get it. You want to take your time, but yeah, if we go right into TV, man, Yellow Jackets.
So good.
Yeah, there's so far there's been 3 episodes. Yeah. They're really getting into
now,
we're really getting into the shit.
So now you got the one girl who it's so weird because I said to Mila, I was like, you've got these new characters that we've never seen before. It's like, where the fuck have they been? Right? And I get they have to introduce new characters, but I'm trying to figure out if the Hilary Swank character that we're about to see, is the girl who broke her leg.
It could be, yeah. See, that's what's interesting is that
girl who is making out with what's her name?
With Lottie. Yeah, and that's we were talking about it with my daughter Violet too, because I started watching it.
Not Lottie.
No, Lottie is the kooky cult woman.
Yeah.
Just
go ahead.
Not Misty, but yeah, pull up those names on there because that was the one thing that because my daughter was like, oh man,
Shauna.
Yeah, Shauna.
Making out with young Shauna.
Yeah, so she's like, I got nothing to watch. I don't know. I was like, I said, I just started season 3 of Yellow Jackets. It just started. I was like, you should watch this show. You would love it. And she's like, of course, when Dad watches it, 10 minutes, she's done. But then she was over her friend's house and they started watching it.
Of course.
Now she's like fucking way deep into it. And I could read some of the text she's been sending me. It's so funny because she's way behind, so she's saying stuff like, if I pull it up here real quick, she's like, where is it? Still watching Yellow Jackets. R.I.P. Van. I'm like, okay. I'll let you go with that. She goes, oh my God, she killed Adam, the guy she was hooking up with. And it's like, she was saying, oh, they killed, you know, when the Christian girl took off in the plane and it blew up. Like she's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know. I've seen this.
I've seen it.
You know, but it's funny because she thinks she knows. She's like, oh, I know about Jackie and the snow. And I'm like, I don't know. You just said 2 things that I'm like, she's like, I can't believe that that guy that she was screwing framed her, the boyfriend. Yeah. I'm like, if you think so. Little do you know.
All I'm going to tell you is fucking, I think people are not realizing, you said it, Lottie, the kooky one, right?
Yeah.
Fucking kooky crazy girl. The fucking most crazy, psychotic fucking person on this show is not Christina Ricci's character.
No, not Misty.
Not Misty. Fucking Shauna. The
mom.
Oh
yeah.
Shauna is the most fucking nutso person on this show. And when you think about it, it's like, yeah, I had a fucking baby in the woods and buried it out there.
Yeah. And then her best friend, she sends her best friend out in the snow and she dies and then they eat her. So it's like, her. Yeah, I mean, you know, we'll do a little.
That's not.
I mean, it's been out for a while, but
the show came out in 2021. Okay, calm down, people.
Yeah, but if you, we highly recommend if you just caught it because I think it's on Paramount Plus now with Showtime. Get on that shit, man. Like, just start watching it. Just the first, like, it was funny because when I tried to get Violet to watch it, I watched the pilot. Right. The first one, I was like, God damn it, I forgot how good this show was.
Yeah. I might have to go back. I told Kate, she's never watched it. I was like, if you want to fucking watch it, I will go back and rewatch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's it's just so funny when you see rewatches or like when you rewatch somebody who hasn't seen it for the first time, it's just so much fun because you get to see their reaction and stuff.
Yep.
You know, so like with my daughter just being like, oh my God, she killed Adam. And I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, got it. Wait till you see what happens next.
Strap in.
Yeah, and I'm not spoiling it for her, but she acts like she knows everything because of TikTok. TikTok told me about this. And I'm like, okay, nah, you'll see.
That's why I like being into shows while they're airing, because like I stay away from like all those spoilers and shit.
We'll get into that with the movies too, because it's the window between. And look, if it's something like a show like this, like we spoil the shit out of a lot of stuff. But at the same time, it's like, you know what you're getting.
Dude,
don't watch it.
Hard Eyes is already online.
Is it really?
Yes.
Like streaming-wise? Like I can purchase it?
I'm pretty sure.
Or is it like,
usually when they show up as ARG, they're available online.
Okay.
Because,
Yeah. I mean, I did you see Hard Eyes?
No, I did not.
No.
I have a copy. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch it.
I heard it was okay.
I'm gonna check out some while you're.
Yeah, as far as like Yellow Jackets go, season 3. I mean, I'm thinking about now they have like the little tents and old coach.
old coach
Eating
coach
the bats.
Oh boy, hi.
Oh, God, what did he say? They're like a combination of like. If a chicken fucked a something and had a demon child.
Yeah. And they'll eat it and like she's just like, it's not bad, but I guess I mean, apparently that's how COVID started. We all know that COVID started with the bats and the bat soup.
They're very bad bats.
Yeah, they're very bad. They didn't register. We're gonna have to send them out.
Wait, stop it! He's gonna send people for us.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
We could use the publicity.
So yeah, but the coach thing was, and it was so funny that he let that girl go. And this is the other thing that Violet and I were talking about. We're like, I love the show. I think there's just so many characters. You just don't know the names. Like you're just like,
yes.
It's kind of interesting though because they will introduce, like they said, the one girl that kind of made out with
Shauna,
and like they're like, okay, so are they still alive? Like some of them will pop up. Like Van popped up later on, which I don't know why it took me this long, but I think I figured it out in season 2 that she's the redhead from 6 Feet Under, the older Van.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, that's the chick from. Oh,
that's the sister.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, earmuffs, honey. Don't. It's definitely a show that I'm super into. So I would definitely recommend. watching it.
You know what show's fucking super into?
What's that?
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I said this before we get is there a more perfect?
I was shooting webs by the end of it. Thwip, everybody.
Thwip.
Yeah, it was good, man. I mean, yeah,
that's when I was like, that's it. I need more.
Yeah, I know. And we talked about it last episode, how it's just, I love the comic accurate, like the 50s kind of look to it, the original Spider-Man. And I'm trying to think about how it ended. We all knew that Norman Osborn was going to flip.
Dick, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's got Peter's blood and he's using it with, to test it and create, and how Doctor Strange coming through the wormhole was like, the whole thing was like a loop.
Yeah.
It was him from the future coming back, fighting that thing that Norman Osborn had let in.
Yep.
The symbiote.
So it was. It was really, really well done, man. I mean, I loved everything about it.
I can't suck it hard enough.
I know, and when we get into the movies, as far as like Captain America and stuff, like I don't know, man. Like Marvel's starting to. They're on. Do I want to say they're on shaky ground?
Well, we can get to movies. I could quickly just say the last two things. I started watching that show Netflix, Zero Day, with fucking Robert De Niro as a former president.
Oh.
I had to turn it off. It was so bad. But I did find another show on Netflix that had me laughing so hard I was like ready to piss my pants. It's called Disjointed.
Okay.
With Kathy Bates.
Oh.
And she owns a dispensary. She's like an old hippie activist, like pot activist. Very heavy on like the legalized pot shit. It's like a little but whatever.
Yeah.
It's just funny as fucking trippy as fuck. I would give it a watch. I mean, it's no Silo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mr. Penguin always faces due north. little misery reference for you.
My God.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I did finish Silo for you guys for Apple TV. The Apple TV. Blah. man, you and Justin were blowing it for a while, and I was like, all right, let me get. And then Manal and I, and it was good to have a show that like we were talking about it last episode, where it's like Manal's not really like she like puts up with my shit, watches it. But she's mostly like, she's not really big into TV, but like she was locked into Silo. She was like, are we going to watch it? You haven't watched anything before it, right? I was like, I waited for you. That's the one show. I will wait and we'll watch it together. She's doing that with Yellow Jackets too, but she hasn't watched the other season. So she's just kind of like, what's this? What's going on? And she's getting it, you know, but,
I always do that.
That's okay.
What's going on? What's happening? Don't you love when you start watching a show together and you're on like season 1, episode 1, 5 minutes in, and then they go, wait, who is she? What's happening? Like, why is that? It's like, I've been here as long as you have.
I get that too, but I'm like, no, she doesn't really do that. She doesn't ask a lot of questions, Manal, but yeah, like that's like where they ask you, like Violet does that a lot. Like she'll just start saying like, who's this? I was like she looks at me like I wrote the fucking series. I'm like, exactly. I don't know. Like, I'm watching it with you. I have no idea, you know.
It's so funny.
But yeah, it's. I remember when she was a baby. Like, talk about.
Back in the days when I was young.
She used to be the best to watch movies with when she was little. Some people would be crazy about it, but I love my Vivi. She used to talk all through everything, and it had so many questions. I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Violet watches blah blah blah. It's the funniest shit in the world. I had her convinced.
Oh, shit.
I had her convinced when we were watching The Sound of Music. First time they were watching The Sound of Music, Violet and Zoe, they were young. They were really young. And she's singing on the hills are alive. And she's dancing. I go, oh, man, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but this is the part where like a Yeti comes out and attacks her. And they were fucking convinced. They're like, where's the Yeti? Where's the Yeti coming? And then they were like, I was like, there's no fucking Yeti. But she would sit there and
gaslit trolled your kids.
Oh yeah, but I would love to sit there and just like videotape, because she would just sit there and be like, I remember we were watching Grease and like Danny and Sandy are kissing. She goes, why is Grease kissing that girl? I'm like, his name is not Grease. It was adorable.
The movie's not named after him.
Yeah. They were like, oh. And then we talked about my boyfriend Jar Jar, you know, all that stuff.
I told my mom she's got to watch Silo. Because I was like, you don't understand. I was like, I watch it, and I was like, I was so into it. I was like, and then my buddy Justin started watching. He's like, oh my God, this is so fucking good. And Greg's like, I guess I'll give it a shot. I was like, now he's watching. He's like, oh my God, this fucking show.
The last episode, when that ended, the first thing I did was go on my phone and go, season 3? When's season 3 coming out?
Yep.
Is there a season 3? I hope it didn't get canceled. Yeah,
there's a 3 and a 4.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, they're going to end it with 4,
yep.
I think, which is perfect. Like, shows like that, like certain ones where they just, you know, they're too late to the party. They stay longer than they should. It's like, I love a show like a Breaking Bad or something where it's like 5 seasons done. Like, don't drag it out as much as I love it.
That's like the Jason Momoa show, See? That's on Apple TV. I think they did 3 seasons. I don't like the way they ended it, but it's like, you know what? At least they like wrapped it up.
Well, it's very hard to do a show about Helen Keller. No, wait, I'm kidding. Wait, hold on, ready?
No, wait, I have it here.
A bucket of his diarrhea. It was liquid, hot liquid.
Oh no!
That's for you, Gregry.
How will you explain that?
I can't explain it. Wait, hold on. Here we go. We're fucking hacks. Come on, I'm telling you.
It's been a while.
It's been a little rough.
I'm sorry. I'm just losing my.
Wow, that was just a whole friggin'.
All right.
How do you do? Yeah. So
movies.
Yeah, we're done with the TV. Yeah, let's get into movies, man. Because you saw a bunch of new movies.
I'm gonna ask you the question I asked you earlier.
Okay.
If you've ever started watching something going, oh, this looks interesting, I'm going to watch this. And you start watching it and you realize about halfway through, not even halfway through, about a third of the way through, you're like, this is not what I thought it was.
yeah, there's a few.
Do you hang in there or you punch out?
You know, it's weird. Like TV shows, I'm more in line to punch out of. like I'll get a couple episodes in and I'm like, yeah, I'm done. Like the big joke with my family used to be like, oh,
like
did you watch Ray Donovan?
Me and Zero Day.
Yeah. Did you watch Ray Donovan? I'm like, yeah, I watched a couple episodes. And I just like, oh, you didn't finish? I'm like, no.
No, I watched a couple of seasons. I didn't watch it to the fucking end.
Yeah, or like Mr. Robot. I'm like,
Same thing. I watched the first 2 seasons and then fucking pulled it fucking...
Because sometimes you just like, even with Invincible, we were talking about Invincible season 3. I liked the show. It was good. Yeah. But the new season's on and I'm kind of like... Yeah, all right, I'll get to it. I don't know. There's just so much stuff out.
Kate and I started watching this movie on Netflix, and I'm like, that looks interesting. It's got the guy from Avatar, Jake Sully.
So Jake Sully.
It's got that guy in it.
Okay.
And it's like, it looks like it's this like thriller, sort of like his kid gets kidnapped and killed kind of thing, and he's like he wants to track down the guy who killed him or like some shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I'll see you at the cabin this weekend. He's like, wow, fucking, and he goes, and it winds up being about a third of the way through. I realize, like, he's at the cabin hanging out with God and Jesus and the Holy Ghost and exploring his, like, humanity and religion and forgiveness. And I was like, what the fuck? It's called The Shack.
To quote the great Ron Burgundy, man, that escalated quickly.
Oh, my God. I was like, what the fuck? And I'm sitting there. I was literally really watching it just going, do I keep watching?
Sometimes movies like that are good when they do a complete 180 and you're like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting that.
It was not a good 180. Sometimes you get that good 180 where you're like, oh shit, I was not expecting that.
Like the first time you've ever seen From Dusk Till Dawn or Barbarian. Movies like that, or, you're like, whoa, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, this is it.
The Shack.
Yeah.
You know what it is?
When a grief-stricken father receives a mysterious note urging him to visit a shack in the woods, he sets out to find answers. And I was like, oh, okay. And usually when you look at it, it's like the last part's cut off. I didn't see in this faith-based drama.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's Jake Sully.
Jake Sully.
What's his name? Sam Worthington? Is it? No, Tim McGraw? I don't fucking know who he
is. Tim McGraw, Octavia Spencer, Moore. Maybe he's Moore.
Sam Worthington.
Yeah, Sam Worthington.
Sam Worthington.
Not to be confused with
Brett Weir. Get me Brett Weir.
Frank Grillo.
Frank Rizzo. Frank Grillo.
Yeah, with a fucking Frank Grillo. You want to get off this fucking elevator? Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.
We'll do anything you want, Steve.
So anyway, I just wanted to hit The Shack because I started watching it thinking it was going to be about like this,
Sounds like something that was way dirtier than it should have been.
No.
When you're hitting the shack.
Yeah, this guy whose kid gets kidnapped and then he gets a mysterious note, go find out, and he's going to find out what happened to his kid. It's like, no. He goes out there to commune with fucking God.
And Davy and Goliath were there and they jerked him off.
Davy.
Oh. The Veggie Tales were there. I don't know what the hell was going on.
Don't even fuck with the Veggie Tales over there, little Dickie.
Oh yeah, that's me. They call me Little Dickie. So yeah, full disclosure for me, movie wise, I did not.
I saw
see
lots.
anything. But you saw a couple that I want to see.
These are the top ones I watched. I just wanted to talk about The Shack because I got a fucking bait and switch.
It happens. It happens sometimes.
Kind of like Ryan. Anyway, I saw. Let's start with The Cleaner.
Cleaner.
That's the new Daisy Ridley movie where she's like a window cleaner, and these guys take over the fucking building, and she's out on the ledge with the fucking window and has to save the day. A la, it's fucking Lady Die Hard. It's fucking
okay.
Lady Die Hard. I'm gonna leave it there. If you want a stupid, makes no sense action film with shooting and explosions and
it's not like The Wolf, who's a cleaner.
No,
The Wolf. That's all you.
No, she's a window.
Brother, that's all you had to say.
Former army window cleaner.
With an army window cleaner.
No, she's former army, and now she's
this girl's in the army, and she washed windows. They called her Wendy Windex.
She could squeegee like nobody's business.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and she's got don't forget her autistic brother who's like a computer genius.
He's the man in the chair?
Dude, yeah, not even. He's trapped in the building, too, and has to, like, hack the files kind of thing. Anyway.
Ooh, that's going to smell.
Anyway. I saw Cap America.
Yes. Now,
Brave New World.
Tell me about the Cap America, because we talked about it before.
I'm going to go right out there and just go, I'll give it a 3 out of 5. It was entertaining. It was fun. It was a good movie. It was, I think just they can't wow you with these Marvel movies anymore because like, what are you gonna wow me with? Like
Yeah, I
up
mean-
until now, it was like, oh my god, we're getting Iron Man, and oh my god, we're getting Thor, and oh my god, we're getting this one, and oh my god, I think the oh my god we're getting is done, and it's just not as people don't care as much anymore. It's like they're superhero fatigued.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I'm scared about because I want these companies, Marvel and DC, to keep making these movies because, like I said, I'm in the bag for them, and it just, I don't know, Dan, it just really bums me out when these movies don't do well, and it almost seems like people are just setting it up to fail. Like I was ready to go, and I wanted to go, and I was all excited because I'm like, it's Marvel, right? I go.
Yeah.
The big joke about me going to the theater is like, unless there's people in tights punching each other in the face or laser swords, I'm not going.
I love laser swords.
Yeah, but with this one, I feel like this is one that I was ready and excited to go see because I love all the Captain America movies. You know, the First Avenger, Winter Soldier is one of my all-time favorites. Civil War, but it's not Steve Rogers, man. It's Bucky, not Bucky. It's
Falcon.
Falcon.
So I can appreciate that they wrapped like the Hulk shit from the fucking David Banner fucking. Oh my
They
God.
wrapped it from the Incredible Hulk. I heard it was more of like people like, I didn't expect it to be a sequel to the Incredible Hulk.
It kind of was, to a degree. As much as you can have a sequel to the Incredible Hulk without having it be an Incredible Hulk movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, Samuel Stearns. I forget what his character is.
The leader.
Yeah, the brainy guy.
The Brainiac guy. He's like he's the leader. Yeah.
Oh my God, they could have done that so much better.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah, and it was kind of, I don't know, like from what I understand is it didn't blow the theater off the wall. Like it's not.
It wasn't shit, but it wasn't fucking amazing.
People, it took a big drop this weekend. It took like a 68% drop,
Took a big jump.
Anytime.
It'll be on Disney Plus next week, probably at this rate.
And it's sad because it's just like, I want them to keep making these movies. And we do have, look, if this was like the only thing we were getting, like last year, I'd be a little.
Just go ahead.
I would be concerned.
Right.
But, they're coming off Deadpool and Wolverine, which was like huge for them. You got Daredevil coming out in like 2 weeks.
Right.
You got Thunderbolts, which Thunderbolts to me, at first I was like, least less likely, but now I'm like, I can't wait to see Thunderbolts.
Me too.
And Fantastic Four. I mean, I'm excited that. So,
and we've said this. I think that's where Marvel needs to go. Is stop giving me these like trying to interconnect with like the original characters. Like they're done. Captain America's done. Iron Man's done. We could still have a Hulk. Thor. We're done with Thor. We're done with all that. Move on to different characters and different stories that don't have to be like super connected. I think they're doing what DC. They're falling into the fucking DC trap of trying to to force connect everything together to make this like epic tale. They don't need to.
And they give the excuse of like, well, we don't want to get rid of our major characters. When those first movies started, like Iron Man was like D list at best.
Yeah.
Same with like Thor and Captain America and I wasn't racing to the theater for a Thor movie, but least less likely. All of a sudden, I'm like, shit, I love these. So they're like, well, we can't really introduce new people because, they want it like, pulling Robert Downey Jr. is Doom is kind of like, it seems desperate.
It does.
Same with the Russo brothers. It seems desperate.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm in the bag for this stuff. I'll always go. I'm kind of bummed that I didn't see it opening weekend, but at the same time, like, I think this one, somebody was saying too that this was one of the last things in the Bob Chapek era.
Okay.
So they were like, well, they started on this like right when Chapek was fired, so it was still under his regime. And I'm like, that's like people blaming the price of eggs on fucking, Biden or Trump or whatever. We don't get into that shit. But like, you can say that, but ultimately when you put something out, it's just, I don't think it's going to hurt Marvel that much.
No.
But it's kind of disappointing. Like, it's just kind of like, I really wanted it to be good. Only because Captain America, for me, those trilogy of movies that, Captain America was not a big deal for me, but like those movies were my favorites. And I'm like,
Winter Soldier is one of those ones I could just watch over and over.
And even Civil War too. That's like Avengers 2.5. Like that's just. So I'm cautiously optimistic. I still do want to see it, but I've heard just.
It's not horrible. It's not bad.
Yeah, people are saying it's. You know what it is. You know what it's like, dude. It's like Master of Puppets, right? Metallica. We always goof like Metallica's never gonna make a Master of Puppets again. It's like that. It's just accept what they have. Like Marvel's not going to make another Endgame.
No,
they'll get close. Maybe who knows with Doomsday and Secret
Metallica
Wars
made
and
some
stuff.
great albums after Master, and they made some shit albums after Master.
Yeah, and that's kind of how Marvel's going through right now. Like this whole multiverse saga is just kind of fakakta.
We put it to bed.
They gotta move on. They gotta go to the mutant saga.
I'm putting all my eggs in the fucking Fantastic Four basket.
Yeah, I really hope
Let's just bring it back around.
Yeah, and we'll see what they do with that. Like I get scared when these movies come out and they're just shit bastard on, and you're like, I'm like, really? I just want it to be awesome. Like I just want all these movies to be awesome, even the DC ones.
I just want them to be good, so they'll keep making them. And as soon as they start getting shitty, they're gonna stop fucking making them.
Yeah, I don't know, and that's like the big question now. Like, this is. To me, it's just a bump in the road for them right now. If they didn't shit the bed on Wakanda Forever and the Marvels and all that stuff, and even those movies, they were okay. They weren't like offensive. They weren't like this is horrible. But it's unfortunate. This one seemed like it was doomed to fail from the start.
Yeah,
just because of all the reshoots and this and then
Yeah, that was the other thing. Some of the effects were wonky, but you know what's funny?
What's that?
All these Marvel movies have that post-credit scene.
Yes.
The movie I saw today had a post-credit teaser.
Okay. For what?
So the movie I saw was The Monkey.
Ooh.
And it had a post-credit scene, teaser for the next Osgood Perkins movie that's coming out.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to look up what it was called. Post.
Kind of like with when X came out, the post credit was for Pearl,
right?
And people were like, "Wait, we're getting another one?" Like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, that was another one we were talking about, The Monkey, where you had Osgood Perkins.
Yes.
You have I don't care what people say. Longlegs was fucking awesome. You got a Stephen King book. And then you got James Wan kind of attached to it. So I'm like, well, this seems like it can't fail. But from what I understand, I want to hear your review on it, was that it's a comedy horror.
Yeah.
It's a little goofy.
Yep. I was laughing hysterically in the theater because I find like those splatter crazy, I don't know how much you care if I well, you know what? A lot of these things were in the fucking, that's another thing, is a lot of the kills were in the trailers.
Yeah, I see.
Scenes.
I didn't really
like
watch.
There's the one where the girl jumps in the pool.
Okay.
And like a fucking air conditioner falls off a roof, and there's a hose that's like running by the side of the pool. It lands in the puddle from the hose, and then the girl jumps in the pool and gets electrocuted. But when she jumps in, her body fucking explodes, comes apart, and like legs and shit flying everywhere.
I heard it's gory as shit.
Oh, it is.
It's very Final Destination-y.
Which Kat, before I went on my trip, Kat and I were watching the Final Destination movie.
Yeah, I told you, I'm like real smart watching the first one before you get on a plane.
So I went into this movie wanting, just give me a bunch of crazy death scenes.
Yeah.
And that's what I got. There is one point where like they're explaining that, a whole bunch of people have oddly died under strange circumstances, like peculiar deaths and stuff. And they do a montage of them, but they show you them dead. They don't show you them dying.
Oh, how they died?
Yeah. Like they show you them already dead, like a guy on the ground with like a fucking golf club kind of thing in his head or something. But it doesn't matter. They're not showing you the act of them dying. They're showing you the aftermath of them being dead. Like,
okay. If
you got shot in the face with a harpoon, they're showing you like nailed into the wall with a harpoon through your face. They're not showing like what led to that. A la, the Final Destination, where it's like, the ball rolls, it drops here, hits that, does this, does that, and they're not showing you all that. I wish they had.
They gave you more of a compilation, as they say.
Yeah, they gave me exactly.
Of
Oh my god, I wish I could. I just.
That's what happened.
I don't know. Anyway, yes, they gave you more of a compilation. You couldn't have put it more perfectly. And I wish that on some of them they had shown you like some of the things.
Sometimes you need the character story.
I do.
Sometimes you just need the money shot. That's all you need.
I mean, it was a little weird and kooky and over the top, but who gives a shit? You're not there for I'm not there for a deep thought horror movie. And it's not, I wouldn't even call it horror movie. It's just a fucking gore fest.
Yeah, and that's
very weak premise. So I'll lay it out for you very quick. I hate when people over explain, why are you going to give me the whole movie? When their dad, who's played by the guy who was in Severance, I forget what his fucking name is, the main guy. He's their dad. He's a pilot. It starts off with him at this store trying to give them this monkey back, and he's got blood all over him. And the guy's like, "No, we don't take no toys back." He's like, "It's not a toy. Don't call it a fucking toy." And the guy just laughs at him, and the thing happens. The guy dies.
Yeah.
So now the kids are now without their dad. You don't know where the dad went. He just kind of disappeared. And they find this monkey in his closet in a box, and it's like. They take it out and they realize very quickly that if we wind this thing up when it fucking hits the drums,
bad shit happens.
Someone dies. So it's like we wind it up. It's like it spins the drumstick and then goes doosh, 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 doosh. And then when it does that, someone dies. And then the fucking final kill shot. In the very beginning, guy gets harpooned.
Yeah.
In the fucking pawn shop. And he's like, oh shit. And then the monkey goes. And drops it down. The last one, the harpoon comes out, gets retracted back to the harpoon gun, rewinds it on the cable, and the guy's fucking intestines come with it.
Ooh.
So it's very funny, but they realize this and they try and get rid of it. It's a whole thing. I'm not going to ruin the rest of it, but it's a very weak premise, the story, but who gives a shit? That's not why I'm there. I want to watch people fucking get electrocuted, or the lady who opens the closet and the fucking shotgun falls and fucking literally blows her into pieces.
Yeah.
It's that over the top. Nobody's getting shot with a shotgun and their arms and legs and head go flying.
Well, I think it's the matter of, I think sometimes with trailers and stuff like that, where we'll get into trailers, but it'll kind of steer you in the wrong direction. It's very hard to kind of get... Trailers are supposed to set the tone, right?
Right.
So all the trailers I saw for the monkey made it sound like it was a weird, gory, fucking weird fest.
And that's what it is.
And when people go in and they start seeing comedy, they're like, wait, I thought this was going to be Insidious or something like that. Which, I'm sorry, even Insidious was fucking funny. Come on, spoiler alert. I mean, the freaking demon's head was in the back of her head. The demon's face was in the back of her head.
Okay, Voldemort.
We must get rid of the cancer. It was, it's good stuff.
Let me look at him.
Guato. Wait.
Well, you've seen Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, right?
Yeah.
Where fucking Voldemort's in the back of the guy's head.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Turn me around. I want to look at him.
Freaking Malignant. No, that's not Insidious. Malignant. That's
Malignant.
the movie.
Oh,
that
Jesus.
was freaking. That movie was classic. We must cut out the cancer. That's exactly what it was.
Anyway, so that was my movie. My movie roundup.
Yeah.
The Shack, I give it 2 stars. The Monkey, I give it a solid 4.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, 4's pretty established.
Go into it and for what it is. You're just watching fucking gore.
Yeah, you're not watching a Kubrick film. You're watching fucking.
This is not a clown in a cornfield.
Yeah,
we never even got the trailers. Let's get the fucking trailers.
All right, let's do it here.
Because Clown in a Cornfield was the trailer before The Monkey.
Oh, okay. It's kind of like we're doing a Memento episode where we're all just going backwards.
We do it out of what? Who gives a fuck?
We got some trailers.
Let's leave with the Clown in a Cornfield. You sent this.
It's like snakes on a plane, clown in the corner. Don't fuck with Friendo.
But it's the people who do Tucker and Dale.
Yes.
So
that's why I thought you'd be psyched about it.
You know what you're going to get. You're just going to get a gory, again, the monkey. You're going to get a gore fest, blood, just funny, crazy kills, which I love funny, crazy kills.
Yeah.
That's why I love Becky.
Yeah, Becky's a classic. You know, yeah, the Tucker and Dale or like the Shaun of the Dead's kind of thing where you're like,
ridiculous.
You know what you're getting. You know, like nobody should go into fucking Blood and Honey 2 thinking of fucking Citizen Kane. It's just not going to happen. So just go in with expectations of, and be pleasantly surprised.
Oh, the theater has a sneak peek of that Mickey Mouse movie.
Oh, Jesus.
Steamboat Willie.
Ooh. What about fucking...
It's coming out. But so what was the fucking clown's name? Friendo.
At the end of
You don't mess with the Friendo.
You don't fuck with Friendo. Yeah, it looks, I mean... I was like, well, you know what you're getting. It's like Snakes on a Plane. You're like, clown in the cornfield.
Clown in the cornfield with fucking just killing people.
It's just funny because people are like, well,
we have Pennywise and we already have Art the Clown. It's
Good.
Like, why do we...
I'm like...
Because we do.
We had shall we all remember freaking...
Back in the days when I was young.
Where in the 80s it was just like...
Clown after...
Not even just clown. It was just slasher movies. It was just like, this guy's going to kill you with a hammer. This guy's going to kill you with a fucking saw. This one's going to kill you with a chain. It's just, you know what you're getting. You know, it's like like we talked about the last episode. We keep going back to that one. Hello, Kevin.
Hey, it's
Kevin
our only
friend. It's just one of those things where it's just like, we talked about it last episode. It's like when you buy an AC/DC record, you know what you're getting. You don't be so fucking surprised, you know. But yeah, so trailer wise, that clown in the cornfield
looks phenomenal.
Does look delicious.
Cheech and Chong's last movie. We could be quick on this. Look, I grew up listening to fucking Cheech and Chong, laughing my ass off at those albums.
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, it looks
going
more
downtown. Gonna see my girl. Gonna sing her a song. Gonna show her my ding dong. Hey, blind melon, blind baby, what's this ding dong? He's going to show you, JR.
Yeah.
Holy shit, you could jump rope with that thing.
I mean, we come from a generation where those movies were like, kind of like, it's like a Richard Pryor album, right? It's just so fucking like a dirty little secret.
Not even the movies too, but the albums too.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, the albums,
and they had Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong Nice Dreams. They had another one.
Next movie.
And then they got into things like the Corsican Brothers, which was like, what the fuck?
But this one seems like it's
a documentary.
It's a documentary, but it's kind of like a movie. Like they're just kind of. And I mean, the fact that they got back together and they're still doing it, like, you know, because for a while they were persona non grata. They didn't like each other.
No. And so I don't know why, and I can't wait to find out.
They probably smoked themselves crazy and just figured out. Or,
you know, Tommy wanted to fucking do the weed, man. And Cheech was like, dude, I want to make movies.
Yeah.
Like, I want to shave my mustache and do some serious roles.
He tried to be a legit movie star. And, I mean.
And he is.
He did. You know, he had his Nash Bridges for a while. He had his.
Tin Cup
and all that. And, you know, yeah, it is a documentary. It looks like. So I'm all for it, man. I love.
Speaking of documentaries,
yes,
we got the sequel to King of Kong, the movie about the guy who broke the record on the King Kong, and the guy who said he cheated comes from the same people in the King of Kong universe.
Everything's a fucking universe. Thanks, Marvel.
Arcades and love songs.
Yeah,
which really quick is about the fucking guy who was like the referee of the video game competitions. Who lives in his trailer still.
Yeah.
And he wrote 148 songs for this girl he was in love with, and some big shot music producer helped him turn it into actual music, and he's doing a concert, and they're making a documentary about it. Doesn't it sound fucking riveting? Born in East LA was classic.
Born in the East LA, what? Man, I was. Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of in Say Anything, that girl that wrote all the songs about her ex-boyfriend.
Yes. Joe Lies! Joe Lies!
Don't you even think it?
Fucking great song.
Otherwise known as the Lenny Kravitz album, Mama Said, which is pretty much just like, God damn it, why'd you leave me? Who's the mother, the chick from the Cosby Show that he was married? Lisa Bonet. That's the Lisa Bonet Bring Me Back album.
Well, that's like in this. He talks about how he's been watching Taylor Swift videos and copying her mannerisms, and it's like he does that like Taylor Swift handout thing, and I'm like, oh god, no, old man, old white dude, stop,
Old white dude,
old white men.
yes.
Anyway, other trailer, which one?
Real quick, I mean, Twisted Metal. We're getting to season 2.
So
Sweet Tooth.
oh, sweet tooth.
Who doesn't love a good Sweet Tooth? Yeah, that looks good. I mean, that was a show that like you almost forgot. Like to talk about space in between, where you're
But
like,
there's not a lot of space. It doesn't feel like. I feel like it was just out like a couple months ago.
no, it was maybe a year. Or
I'm
so
gonna look it
ago.
up. You keep fucking yabbering.
I think it's a 2024 jam. I mean, we're only into February, so maybe it's not that. Maybe not that long. 2023.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so it's but
Holy
I'm all for it.
shit. 2
Yeah.
summers ago. Dude, I can't fucking believe it.
That was one of the ones I was
God,
like,
next
fuck,
thing you know,
I
I'm
gotta
gonna be dead or
subscribe to.
retired.
Fuck, I gotta subscribe to. I had to do that one.
Hashtag why pirate.
Yeah, exactly. So look, if you didn't really enjoy the Captain America as much as my boy did, you can always get a little bit of Anthony Mackie in Twisted Metal, which he was great in that. He's great in that show, and you get a little Sweet
I feel
Tooth.
like he's one of those guys that's hit or miss.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, he's either fucking great in something or you're like, he's just awkward in this.
I mean, I don't know. He's not. He doesn't have a lot of range.
No.
It doesn't. He's not like as much as we goof on Jamie Foxx. He doesn't have like that much of a freaking range. It's just kind of like he just kind of plays the same guy with like I don't know. Who knows? But
Anyway, he's doing better than I am. So
exactly. He's he's making bank. He's like
Elma J. Fudd. He's a millionaire. He's got a mansion and a yacht.
Again.
Oh shit. Do we want to talk about the Freaky Tales?
Freaky Tales. I would like to talk about it, but I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I don't know. It's like you said it seems like a.
How will you explain that?
Yeah, it's
It's got Pedro in it, so
you know what?
yeah.
Where is that?
How will you explain that? A dead man in your bed still smelling of cum.
Oh, the whole
I went the whole butt because it's an anthology. You equated it to what was that fucking
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction. No, not Pulp Fiction. I don't think it's like told out of order. Or maybe
they said it's an anthology, so there's a couple. Like maybe. You know what it's kind of like? You remember the movie Go with Jay Moores?
No.
Oh my! It's a classic, but it's very Pulp Fiction-y, like because there's like different stories, like but then they all kind of intertwine at this one rave. Great movie.
I just don't.
Great movie.
I don't get what it's about. It's like
I
it
don't
almost
know.
looks like the Warriors in the 80s.
It's one of those things. They put the Sundance thing in front of it, and people go, "Oh, it must be good because it's Sundance, I guess." I don't know. Who knows? Anyway,
What were you going to give me the update on Pineapple?
oh, when I was talking to Ryan about getting my loan, when I started up that account for the house, he goes, so you have to give like a password. It's kind of like a word password. So if they call and they like, what do you want to use? Like you could use it. I was like, pineapple. God forbid if something goes wrong.
And Ryan just went.
Good old Ryan. He's the best.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Do you want to tell us all about the
Sure.
wonderful world of vaginas? And I'm having roast beef sandwiches ever since the wife had the kids. Did you see that clip of fucking Colin Jost talking about how Costco stopped selling the roast beef sandwiches? But that's okay, because I have a roast beef sandwich every night since the wife had the kids.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And they cut to Scarlett Johansson. She's like, what the fuck?
She's like, so you're telling me that it looks like a freaking Fidel Castro eating a Reuben? I did not know that. Yeah, just real quick, there was a couple of new things that came out while we were out for the couple of weeks. The one thing, the news, like I guess in Milwaukee Metal Fest,
Yeah.
they're doing a tribute to SOD. Scott Ian, man, this is a little grind my gear. Scott Ian, man, you're such a freaking whore. I can't stand it. I love him. I think he's great. I've met him.
Why do I
he's
need
the
an
nicest
SOD?
guy in the world. But he plays a Mr. Bungle now, and he does the Anthrax thing, obviously. And now it's like he's doing this. They're doing this tribute to SOD. First of all, they're all still alive. Second of all, Billy Milano's still doing MOD. Like, don't go out and just freaking like it. It's supposedly it's Scott Ian, Danny Liker.
Okay.
So there's the two original. Then you have Jamie Josta singing, and Scott Ian's son playing drums. I'm like, okay, but what? Just don't like. Why? I don't understand. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll watch it and critique it, but yeah, that was the one thing I saw that was really weird. As far as like the new music stuff goes, we'll start with some local guys. Out of My Head, an old Sack of Sin band. They play a lot. They have a new song out called Choir of Bones. If you like that, like they remind me kind of. Like a Disturbed kind. Well, I only say Disturbed because the singer's got the shaved head. But it's that like like just good old fashioned metal, man. It's good stuff. So there's that. Also, I have to give a shout out. Our buddy Rob Lovi. The
What?
Loaves, right?
Rob?
He sent me a message on Facebook, and he said, "My girlfriend's kid is trying to make it in the music business. I told him Spotify. I'm going to shoot it to some of my friends, but give me any input or advice. Keep it 100, good or bad." It's a band called Insolence. I did put it. They have a song Jerry Springer. I like it. It's got a little intro-y thingy.
This is Rob's kid.
No, it's his girlfriend's kid.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just as good as anything else that's out there, man.
Hey, this guy is porking my mom. What? No.
I'm going through your purse.
Wait. Is that Jimmy?
This kind of looks like Jimmy.
From a distance. All right.
I mean, if you're into this music, man, I you know.
This guy looks like fucking Kirkland fucking Cliff Burton.
Kirkland Cliff Burton. I mean, they're good. I mean, Insolence, definitely check them out. They're really good. The Smoking Popes has another. They have a new song. I did not put it on the playlist yet, but I'm going to do it right the fuck now.
Right the fuck now, Gregry. I need it.
Where is it?
Smoking Popes.
Yeah, they have a new song called Racine.
Oh, they also have a new song called Allegiance.
They do, yeah.
Oh, you had that from an old list.
Yeah, that they've been doing the single thing.
Come on, people.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Look, it's better than nothing.
Okay, I just put it on the playlist now because I just saw that pop up. Another one of Phil Anselmo's got a band called Scour. They have a song called Gold. Good stuff if you're into the metal. There was another band that I heard. Tetrarch. Tetrarch.
Or is it?
Yeah, Live Not Fantasize. It was funny because it was one of those TikTok things where the algorithm is working and it was flipping through. The female guitar player in the band, really cool. Like she was talking about, she's like, well, she ended up getting a endorsement. They're on Metal Blade Records. And she got an endorsement from Jackson, and she said, well, I wanted to take some of my, because whenever you get I want to say membership, but whenever you get endorsed, they give you a whole bunch of guitars for free, right? So she gave one to Head from Korn, because she's like, oh, Korn's one of my they're one of my biggest influences and stuff. If you listen to this band, you're like, I can see why. They sound like Korn. They sound a lot like Korn. But she's the one with the Tool shirt on, dude. She fucking rips guitar wise, and I'm like, good for her, man. Never really heard of them, but like I said, sometimes that algorithm works, my friend. So those are really the big ones on here. If I look through it, my Discover,
you know who's got a new song out?
Who dat?
I'm gonna play it for you, Gregory.
Yeah,
where the fuck did it go? I just had it on my screen, dude. I'm so mad.
Yeah, I mean, other than that, we have
the song's called "Fucked Up."
Oh, Macklemore.
supremacy is still in charge. Talking colonizing Gaza from the White House.
He's no Little Dicky.
No,
I don't know what it is about Macklemore. I used to really, really like him. And now I'm just tired of him.
Really? Okay.
It's like Macklemore fatigue.
Yeah. I mean, when they're not doing... That's why I love artists that, goof all you want, Madonna, right? Every album, she changes it just a little bit, the style, the look, and everything, but it's still Madonna. When artists just put out the same shit over and over, you're kind of like, okay.
Yeah, maybe this one is getting me because it's just so current political, and I'm so tired of all the bullshit that's going on.
Yeah.
I don't want to, look, I get that you're an artist, and part of, what artists do is bring light to, certain situations, but...
They have a platform.
Sometimes I want to, listen to your music to not think about that shit.
Yeah. I mean, another one that I saw on here, talk about a little,
Can I help you, sir?
Yes, what is this? Huh? This is whack.
Who's dead?
I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I thought you were dead.
Hey, kids. Peter Murphy has a new song out.
What?
Yeah.
Why is that not on my release radar?
I don't know. Maybe you don't follow the Peter Murphy. I do. Cut You Up is one of my favorite songs of all time.
Me too.
Always makes me think of Walter, too. He used to always play that song. But he has a new song called Swoon. And it's good. It's Peter Murphy, man.
Let the Flowers Grow?
Oh, that's a new one, too? Peter Murphy and Boy George?
That's November 8th.
Oh. No, go back.
Back?
It's number 5 there.
Number 5.
Number 5 with a bullet.
Water.
Brings you back, dude. Makes you back to the old Barn Mall.
It does. There was music news. I'm surprised you didn't talk about it.
Oh, what was it?
It's not just that they're going on tour. They're redoing their synth pop first albums ministry.
Damn,
they're reimagining them and then going on tour with those albums.
Are they reimagined? Because I remember...
I sent you the article.
You did, yeah, because they're touring with Roko Cult and Nitzareb.
Beef curtains, anybody?
Delish.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I did see recently, Ministry put out an album pretty recently.
Yeah.
That was typical Ministry. It was good, right? We put a couple songs on the playlist.
Yeah.
They did some shows, and they did a lot of the old With Sympathy stuff.
Right.
But they didn't change it around that much. It was still very synth poppy. They didn't really change it.
Ministry announces new album reworking their super early, long-hated material and a North American tour.
Oh, I mean, I'm all for it, dude.
Dude, I'm all for it. I'll go. Look, I love Ministry. I'm at the point where I'm not going to get in the pit.
No.
But I'll fucking get those, let me get a reserved table up in the balcony.
Oh, yeah? You won't go out of Moss retirement?
No.
We all remember when my girl went out of Moss retirement for the Circle Jerks. Didn't go too well.
No.
My poor girl.
I'll stand in the back and let some girl stand in front of me and shit her pants, and I have to sit there and smell her ass.
Oh, yeah.
That was talking about the Circle Jerks descendants. Holy God, those two stanky motherfuckers.
They were stinky. Yeah, other than that, really, there's a couple of other things on here. Some bands we've talked about already put on there. Manosaurus has a new song.
Manosaurus!
Love me some Manosaurus. We all live in boxes on a grid. Okay. Destruction, Scumbag Human Race. They have another single out. Till Lindemann from Rammstein has a new song. Mein Welt. And then here you go.
Oh shit.
Hey kids, the Wiggles did a song with Dolly Parton.
What?
Called Friends. We should end with that.
Oh my God, wait, I gotta find it.
Now wait, I'll add it to the playlist.
Oh, here we go. Wait, you're skipping the Wiggles and Dasha? Who's Dasha?
I don't know. Oh, she's not bad to look at.
Oh,
hold on a second here. Hold on. Get back to Tits McGee. Maybe this should be our new fucking intro.
I guess we're gonna leave it there, huh? Friends with benefits. With benefits.
You gotta love Dolly. Come on. With those big fucking tits.
Whoa! Oh, whoa. Respect the Dolly Parton.
We all respect the Dolly. We do.
Okay. It's McGillicuddy.